Hello, everyone, and welcome to Wintercrest Park for CTN's coverage of American Legion Baseball. Tonight, the team from Post 334 hosts the team from Blaine, Ham Lake. Joe Young, Howie Shapiro behind home plate, and a beautiful evening for baseball.
It's amazing tonight. It's just, it's not too hot. You got a bit of a breeze. Sun is out. This is what baseball is made for. And I'm excited because this is my first time seeing the Legion squad. I know you've obviously seen their games, but this is a good opportunity for me anyway to see what this team is about this year. And I'm excited coming in at 5-5. They've basically been up and down a little bit this year. And Ham Lake Blaine coming in at 1-6. They've been struggling so far.
Well, the Rapids have had a couple of games that errors got the better of them and snowballed and let games get away from them. But all through the lineup, hitting a lot better than the Coon Rapids team did, especially in the first part of the regular season. First pitch to Beckman, grounded to third. LeBrant to Vlacity. And there's one away. First outing of the Legion season for Jared Fearing. Had, I think, one start, couple other appearances during the regular season. But as you know, Howie, such a busy schedule in the American Legion baseball that you have to have as many arms as possible, and this is the first chance to get a look at Fearing. Second pitch, grounded slowly to Vlacity at first, and you can't have a better start on the hill than that.
Two very quick outs for the Rapid squad.
That'll bring up Blaine shortstop, Adam Pooter, with two down, nobody on.
Pooter struggling a little bit at the plate, hitting 111 on the season through 7 games.
Fastball from Fearing misses low. This one grounded back through the middle for a 2-out base knock for Adam Pooter.
Not much Fearing could do on that one as that was hit sharply past him. Right back up the box.
Blaine Ham Lake getting contact early. Just 4 pitches into the outing for Fearing. He's got 2 outs, a man at first. And the cleanup hitter, Lucas Westland, digging in. Fastball right down the pipe. Westland takes a look and falls behind in the count 0-1.
Westland hitting .333 on the season. Good opportunity for see if Blaine Ham Lake can get a little something going with 2 away.
Runner is going. This one popped up in the infield. Underneath it is Fearing, and he missed it. The runner trying to go to third. Nobody covering. Both runners are going to advance. And an early error on the Cardinals.
I don't know if he lost that in the sky. I know the sun. He wasn't looking directly into the sun on that play, but now all of a sudden, Blaine Ham Lake has something cooking with runners at second and third and 2 away.
Well, I will say this, Jared able to get himself out of a couple of jams in his last start against Shakopee late in the regular season. He's going to have to do the same here. A good fastball at the knees to start Preston Myers out 0-1.
Myers hitting a .143 as he steps to the plate. Young going to take a walk out to the mound to talk to Fearing.
Like to get another one of those slow rollers right at an infielder to get out of this jam, but we'll see what they're able to work. A good pitch to start Myers. The 0-1 pitch from Fearing. Driven to left. Powell to his right. It is a fair ball as it lands. Both runners are going to score. A 2-run single for Preston Myers gets Blaine Ham Lake on the board early.
Yeah, and you look back to that ball that Fearing couldn't play off the mound. Had he been able to make the play, they would have been out of the inning, and we would be scoreless at this point. But
that pitch was up in the air a long time, and really you never want your pitcher to have to field the ball.
No. Well, and Vlasic was coming over from first, and I'm not sure if he tried to call him off or not, but Fearing tried to make the play coming off the mound.
So a big spot now for Ethan Pettis, the DH.
Pettis hitting 188. Well, looked like it was going to be a quick inning for Coon Rapids. Has turned into one where they've given up a couple of runs.
This one grounded hard at LeBrant, takes it off a couple of hops, throws across to end the inning, but not before a couple of unearned runs come across. 2 hits, 2 runs, 1 left. Rapids a chance to respond after this on CTN.
If you love them enough to suck the snot out of their nose at 4 a.m., then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
I used to drive an ambulance as an EMT, and I've always tried to be a safe driver. If people knew what I know, lives could be saved. In my car, if I see a truck or bus taking a turn, I know to take my time. When big vehicles turn right, they may swing wide to make the turn. If you try to sneak in, well, it's a lesson you'd rather not learn the hard way. When trucks and buses turn, let's you and I wait. It's our roads, it's our safety.
Sun shining here at Wintercrest Park, and the Rapids find themselves down 2-0 early, a couple of unearned runs, and Blaine able to take advantage with a big 2-out single by Preston Myers. And now it's A.J. Call staked to that lead, staring in at Ian Wynn and starting him with a strike going 1.
Call has a 2-1 record. ERA is up in about the 8s.
I thought the team only had 1 win.
Well, these stats must not be correct.
I would say pretty tough for the...
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Bunted hard toward third and not able to beat it out as Charest came in and got it over to Cole Schmidt, and Wynn is erased.
Yeah, Charest had to make a quick play because Wynn is so quick down the baseline and able to throw him out.
Yeah, Ian's a really good bunter, and if he gets that one to die a little bit, but it got to Charest pretty quick. Out by a step, and now Jacob Powell, rather, standing in and looks at a strike 0-1.
Yeah, Ian had been on a tear at the plate. He was hitting 680 before that bat. Powell hitting 500.
After I think about the 5th or 6th game, his batting average was 768.
Yeah, it was.
It was kind of crazy to think he could go to the ballpark, go 3 for 4, and have his batting average go down. Quick 0-2 count for Jacob Powell. That one is well outside, and he's able to watch it go by, 1-2. Swinging miss at the curveball, and 2 quick outs for Call on the mound.
See that pitch through by him.
And now Antonio Manos.
Manos hitting 346. This Rapid squad hitting 353 as a team.
Yeah, they have 10 guys with an on-base percentage of 333 or better.
Yep.
The Bender gets Manos swinging, though, and gets Call ahead in the count 0-1.
You know, it's the best on-base percentage of this squad so far this year.
Number 1?
Number 1.
Has the second best. Ian Wynn has the.
Oh, I'm sorry, second best. Yeah.
That one hit well to left, and it will fall in front of Moyne. Big turn at first for Tone, but he'll stay there with a 2-out single.
Second best, you are correct. But still pretty darn good.
6:32.
That's
I'm
pretty.
aware.
That's pretty good.
I'm aware.
I'm sure you are.
It's been fun to watch the whole team play and play a little bit cleaner. They, like I said, they've had a couple of games that kind of snowballed and got away from them. Hopefully the early error is not indicative of how things will go for them in the field today. Call keeping a close eye on the very speedy Ian Wynn at first. Jack Vlacity. Watches the off-speed pitch for a strike, 0-1.
Velocity hitting the ball well, 348.
Check on Wynn. He's back safely again.
That's Manos.
Or Manos, sorry.
Another nice pitch.
Curveball breaks in, 0-2. It's the second time I said it was Wynn at first. That makes more sense. Manos is on base with
that is correct.
2-out single. And Velocity at the plate with an 0-2 count. Call throws it way high. Manos breaking. The throw is there, but he's able to slide in safely. Pretty good throwdown from Joe Beckman. Westland not able to get the tag before Manos got the fingers to the bag.
Yeah, the fact that the ball bounced before probably saved Manos from getting thrown out. That ball's thrown on a rope where it needed to be, probably would have been out. But yeah, pretty good throw nonetheless.
This one skips in the dirt and bounces away from Beckman, and Manos over to third. But then picked off from behind as Westland threw behind him, and Charest applied the tag. And that's how the first inning will end. Coon Rapids trailing Blaine 2-0. You're watching Legion Baseball on CTN.
When we adopt a shelter pet, we discover they're a unique mix of all kinds of things.
Come on, Drew, spot on this last one. There it is. Keep going with it. Leo.
They're a little bit of a lot of things, but they're all pure love.
Home fire drills give your family a plan of action. In a home fire, you may have less than 2 minutes to get out. So when you drill, show everyone 2 ways out of the house, pick a safe meeting spot, and get there in under 2 minutes. Then practice home fire drills at least twice a year. You can even make them fun. So everyone knows the sound and exactly what to do when they hear a smoke alarm. Go to ready.gov/fire drill and learn how to prepare your family for home fires.
Back at Wintercrest, starting inning number 2 with a 2-0 lead. Isaac Moyne at the plate, and he finds the hole on the left side of the infield. And a leadoff single for Moyne.
Yeah, just the way that Blaine Ham Lake wants to start here after those get a couple runs in the first inning, looking to see if they can continue to build their lead.
Again, another first pitch swinging for Blaine, and now that brings up Logan Karnowski, the right fielder. Runner is going, pitch is in for a strike, throws to the second or third base side of the bag, and Moyne slides in safely.
Karnowski hitting a $125 as he steps to the plate.
Catcher and hitter, former Little League teammates. Fastball hit well to center. Wynn is right there for out number 1.
And not Ian didn't have to move too much to make that play. Let's step in a little bit.
Still a runner in scoring position. Now only one out for Blaine. Top of the second inning. Leading 2-0. Cole Schmidt, the first baseman, number 9 in the order.
Schmidt hitting .667. He's been the by far the leading hitter for this squad.
Well, these guys are not waiting around on pitches. No. I think we've only seen, to this point, 8th batter of the ball game. I think we've only seen one at bat that has gone 3 or more pitches. Only one at bat that went 3 pitches. How's that? 1-0 as the fastball is high for Fearing. Good off-speed pitch in for a strike, 1-0. Schmidt out in front, fouls it off, 1-2.
And talking to Coach Mossy earlier, we were talking about, he was talking about pitching depth and how important it is with the amount of games that they play. As you mentioned, Fearing getting his first opportunity from the mound this season for post .334.
This one grounded foul of third. And we'll try again at 1-2. Fastball misses low, 2-2.
Yeah, being patient at the plate, making sure he didn't offer it that.
Challenge fastball fouled back by Schmidt. As he's at least going to make Fearing work on the mound. Just misses low, and the count is full.
Yeah, that ball sunk a little bit too much at the end there, but it looked like it was going to be a good pitch.
Full count, and he hit him. Free base for Schmidt, 2 on, 1 out. Back to the top of the order for Blaine.
Yeah, again, tough situation at 3-2. And you hit him to put him on. Rapids trailing already 2-0.
Joe Beckman with a grounder to third on the first pitch of the ball game. Now with 2 on, 1 out. Great curveball right there, and froze Beckman for strike 1. High fly ball to left field, going back, off the base of the wall. Dug out by Powell and relayed to third. 1 run will score, but an RBI double by Joe Beckman. 2 more in scoring position.
Yeah, he gave that ball a ride. And Powell and left just couldn't get there to it, and as you mentioned, went off the base of the wall.
Schmidt at third, Beckman at second, and Eric Charest will come to the plate. Slow roller to first time up. Coon Rapids not playing with the infield in. This one skied behind second into short right field. Back on it is Ankerfeld. He makes the catch for out number 2.
That's a big second out for the Rapids here. especially with runners at second and third.
Put a courtesy runner in for Joe Beckman.
That would be Adam Anderson.
Two out, two on. Adam Pooter, who had the first hit and run of the ball game, rolled it right back through the middle, almost exactly over second base. Looks at a fastball, belt high, strike one.
Yeah, and Fearing would just like to get out of this inning without any additional damage.
Curveball on a bounce, gets past Ankerfeld at second, out into right center. 2 runs are going to score, and it's a 5-0 lead.
That one looked like it was maybe a playable ball, but not able to get that in his glove.
It was hit sharply.
It was.
But
Took
that's
a
going to
hop.
have to be another error. And 2 more unearned runs for the Rapids. Great block in the behind the plate by Yun, but good jump at first base. Pooter gets over to second on a wild pitch. Lucas Westland popped one up 10 feet away from home plate and reached second base on an error. This one chopped back to the mound, Fearing able to jump up, grab it, get it over to Vlasidy, and end the inning. But a bigger hole to dig out of for the home squad. Coon Rapids Legion at the plate when we return on CTN.
Sometimes we can do things that exclude others.
Still talking to your friends?
It's complicated.
I think he went back in. We gotta go get him.
Welcome to Jumanji.
Even the smallest words and actions can have a big effect on someone. You have the skills. Because of you, someone's entire day, their year, or their life can change.
Remember, the future is in your hands.
Visit becauseofyou.org to learn more.
Totally, let's do it.
If you love them enough to relearn math so you can teach them math, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're correctly buckled in the back seat.
Bottom of the second inning, Coon Rapids trailing Blaine 5-0. 2 big errors on the board for Coon Rapids, 1 in each of their first 2 half innings in the field. 4 of the 5 runs unearned. Jack Vlasidy was at the plate when Tone Manos advanced to third on a wild pitch and then was thrown out. Good back pick, paying attention by Joe Beckman. One drops out of the zone, and it's 1-1.
Well, as you mentioned, the Rapids in a hole right now. They're going to have to try and dig out of. Still plenty of time, being just the bottom of the second, but nonetheless, it's a 5-0 hole.
1-2 the count to Vlasidy. Call did give up a 2-out hit, but as mentioned, able to get Manos off the bases, so just had to face 3 batters in that first inning. Good curveball right there. Vlasidy caught looking and punched out. Second strikeout of the ball game for A.J. Call. Good bend right at the right time for A.J. Call. And that'll bring up Patrick Wright, the designated hitter. That one misses high and away.
Right hitting .333 as he steps to the plate.
Inside, 2-0. I was impressed. He's one of the team leaders in walks as well. So a good patient hitter. That one a pretty easy take down in the dirt. And a 3-0 lead for Patrick Wright with one out, nobody on here in the bottom half of the second inning. Fastball is inside and a 4-pitch walk.
That's what the Rapids need, some base runners.
And that'll bring up Mark Manders. Coon Rapids shortstop with one out and one on. Fastball for a strike, 0-1.
Manders looking for his first base hit of the season.
He's only been in a couple of
games.
games.
Yes, only 2 games, correct.
Fastball at the letters, 0-2.
Actually, just a couple of plate appearances.
And he goes down swinging, 3-pitch strikeout. And 2 strikeouts in the inning, bookending the lone walk so far for A.J. Call. That'll bring up Lucas LeBrant.
LeBrant hitting 167.
First pitch hit well to left, tracking it, and there to make the catch is Isaac Moyne. And a one-out walk, no problem for Call and the Bengals on the field. They lead 5-0 as we head to the third on CTN.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move. So I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
Touchdown! Oh, did you see that? Whoa, we scored? Yeah, we scored. We're going to the playoffs. I can't believe I missed that. Every time I'm buzzed, I spend too much time on my phone. What? I should take your phone away. No. I'll call for a ride. Hey, why does my face look like that? I'm playing with these new face filters. Okay, you know what? Yep, that's mine. I'm gonna need that back. No. Kevin!
Blaine with a big lead early and a chance to add to it as we start the top of the third inning. Preston Myers, Ethan Pettis, and Isaac Moyne, the scheduled hitters. Preston Meyer, 2-run single back in the first inning, and he crushed it right to the base of the wall. Oh, no, his was the one down the line.
Yeah.
Fouls off the first pitch, 0-1. Base of the wall was Isaac Beckman's RBI double in the second inning. This one skied to short right. Manos on the run in foul territory, makes the grab for out number 1.
A nice play by Manos. Just great hustle coming over from right field to make that catch in foul territory. He was on his horse.
Just outside, Ethan Pettis, a ground ball to third back in the first inning.
Yeah, Rapids like just a quick inning here. Get back to the plate.
And now 2-0. Trying to tempt him with something out of the zone. Pettis not biting, 1-2. Up and in, ball 4. I was off a little bit.
Well, you were having writing utensil issues.
You know, and I normally bring a book and I have extra pencils, and I even thought to myself, if you only go with one, it's the day it'll run
Of course,
out.
and of course it did.
It did, of course. And now I'm doing it in pen, which I hate.
I'm surprised that, but you have no
Isaac
choice.
Moyne standing in, and that fastball just below the knees, 1-0. And now up and in, 2-0. Vlacity over with some words of encouragement. He knows the pressure of being on the hill.
Yes, he does.
And also maybe talking to him about the runner over at first. Up and in, 3-0. That one catches the plate. Looked a little high, but called for a strike right at the letters, 3-1.
Well, he certainly needed that strike.
Gets another one of the swinging variety now, full count. Protecting up high. That one might have been ball 4, but he went up and got a piece of it and keeps it a full count. Moyne with a single, a stolen base, and a run scored in that second inning. And he's on with back-to-back walks, 2 on and 1 out here in the top of the third inning.
Yeah, again in a situation now where the Rapids, with a couple of base runners, already down 5-0. You know, Blaine Ham Lake would love to try and break it open here, get some additional runs.
Karnowski, pretty well struck ball first time up, but right at center fielder Ian Wynn. This one hit toward the gap in right center, and it'll fall in front of Manos. Manos able to get it back to the infield quickly, so no one will score, but a single for Karnowski will load the bases with only 1 out.
So far, Blaine Ham Lake hitting the ball well early on in this ball game. Already up 5-0 with bases loaded.
Cole Schmidt put up a good fight at the plate in his first at bat, and then after fouling off a couple of 2-strike pitches, took a full count pitch right off the hip. Good curveball. It's called a strike, 1-1. Coon Rapids infield in. Play at every base. Karnowski, Moyne, and Pettis are the runners. The pitch is low, and it's 2-1 to Cole Schmidt.
Nick Bradley thrown in the bullpen for Rapids.
That one in the dirt. Yund able to keep it close. 3-1.
Now Fearing in danger of walking in a run.
And Schmidt drooling because he knows he's got to get something to hit.
Yeah, absolutely.
3-1 pitch is way up high, ball 4, and an RBI walk for Cole Schmidt.
Here comes
third walk of the inning for Fearing, and that might be the end.
Well, Bradley just started warming up. But nevertheless, head coach Matt Mossy taking a stroll out to the mound.
Well, and it's back to the top of the order. Joe Beckman, who is next at the plate, crushed the ball to the base of the fence in left field in the second inning. Fearing will stay, at least for now. Joe Beckman likes to swing early in the count. And he goes fishing for the curveball, comes up empty, falls behind 0-1.
Yeah, he was looking to see if he could drive something and swung through that.
Fastball misses down and away, 1-1. And now upstairs, 2-1.
Fearing really not able to find that zone consistently here so far tonight.
Well, the first couple of innings, he was throwing a lot of strikes, but Blaine making a lot of contact. And now in danger of his fourth walk here in this inning. Did not have a walk in either of the first two innings. And after getting an out on the leadoff guy, they've put 4 straight on base, 3 by walk and 1 with a single. And now a full count for Beckman. Inside, ball 4. Second RBI of the ball game for Joe Beckman, and that's going to be it for Fearing.
Yeah, it's going to bring in Nick Bradley.
So we'll take a break while Bradley gets to the bump. We'll be back to continue the third inning. You're watching American Legion Baseball on CTN.
Opiates has taken everything and everyone I've ever loved away from me. Everything.
I blew my ankle out and I got prescribed pain pills by my doctor.
If making my detox public is gonna help somebody, I'm all for it. I just wish I would have had a warning.
Opioid dependence can happen after just 5 days. Know the truth, spread the truth.
Nick Bradley comes on in relief here with 1 out and bases loaded in the top of the third inning. His team already trailing by 7. Eric Charest will lead off. He's only seen 2 pitches in his 2 at-bats. A ground out to first and a pop-up to second. Now he's got ducks on the pond and a chance to really open this one up for the Blaine squad. Big sweeping curve from Bradley, misses inside, 1-0. Nick's last outing, a complete game shutout against Richfield in the Red Hattocks tournament over the weekend. I think only 1 or 2 hits in that contest. Fastball misses high, 2-0.
Yeah, and he obviously inherits this bases loaded situation. He's pitched actually pretty well this year. He comes in with a 2-1 record. Pitched 12 and 2/3 innings, given up 11 hits, 7 runs, only 3 of those runs earned. He struck out 12 in those 12 and 2/3 innings.
This one driven to left will fall in front of Powell. Karnowski scores. Schmidt will come home as well. Gliding into third is Beckman. And that's a 2-run double for Eric Charest to make it a 9-0 Blaine Ham Lake lead.
Yeah, again, they're hitting the ball really well. Again, in great situations, obviously with runners in scoring position. That's why it's 9-0 at this point.
And 2 more in scoring position and only 1 out for Adam Pooter. Pooter, a single and a run scored in the first, reached on an error when he got one to hop past second baseman Johnny Ankerfeld in that second inning. Looks at a curveball, down and away, 1-0. 8th batter of the inning for Blaine Ham Lake. 6 straight have reached, 4 have scored. Another big breaking ball, this one in the zone, 1-1. Fastball up high, 2-1. 3rd time through the order for Blaine here in the 3rd inning. Coon Rapids has yet to make it to their last 2 hitters. This one down low, 3-1.
Good job by Young to keep that ball in his glove.
And here's another big pitching situation. Don't want to walk in yet another run. Already 2 bases loaded walks in the inning for Blaine. This one chopped foul. It's a full count.
Now first is empty.
Oh, you're correct.
Yep.
Either way, he'd rather.
You don't want to walk them in general.
Avoid another walk. They have had 4 walks in the inning. 2 with bases loaded. Pooter has yet to be retired. And we'll try again with a full count as he fouls off the curveball well out of play. Another full count pitch goes to the fastball, chopped back up the middle. They'll come home. Not able to sweep the tag. The throw high for Manders, and Young came down and swept, but misses the sliding Eric Charest. And it's a 10-0. Or Joe Beckman, I apologize.
Yeah, the fact that he had to go up for that really kind of took that play away from him at the plate. Good effort to try and sweep tag, but the slide there.
And a good directional slide from Beckman. Yep. Slides outside, reaches back with his hand to touch the base, giving Young as little to try and tag as possible. So now runners at the corner, still only 1 out. Pooter is going, the throw short hops, gets there, and not in time. Pooter slides in safely with a stolen base. Took a little longer to get there, a couple of hops in the grass. Throw a little short. This one rolled to first, bobbled by Vlacity, able to get it over to Bradley covering, so they get the out.
Another
run comes home. It's 11-0.
Well, the Redbirds just want to stop the bleeding here with the runner at third and 2 away.
Preston Myers started this with a fly ball in foul territory down the right field line about an hour ago. out in front of the off-speed pitch and fouls it wide of third. 6 straight reach and score for Blaine, and Adam Pooter awaits at third base. "11 runs on the board for Blaine Ham Lake. And we're not to the middle of the third inning. Myers with a 2-run single down the line in the first inning. Fly out to right, as we mentioned earlier in this inning. Stays away from that. It's 1-2. Swinging strike 3 for Myers, and the inning is finally over, but 6 runs on 3 hits. They left 1. Blaine up 11-0. Coon Rapids needs to respond in the bottom half of the third after this.
Hey, Kevin, you thinking about retirement?
I'd love to, but I'm pretty busy with all this.
Yeah. Hey, let's meet our retirement coach, Avo. A is for taking action.
Not anxiety?
No, Kevin, you're gonna be fine.
You sing?
Barely. V is for variety.
And you dance?
Sort of. Come on. O is for optimize your savings.
Let Avo lead the way.
Visit aceyourretirement.org today.
Nice.
Thanks.
So, I just moved in with this family, and it's embarrassing. The little one, he likes to go outside and crawl around in the giant litter box. I don't know what he's doing. I mean, I was born and I knew how to use the litter box. Look at that. That's disgusting. Oh, poop already. You're making me nervous. Oh, okay, I can't look at this anymore. I really hope he grows out of this, for his sake.
A couple of early errors by Coon Rapids in the field got them into a hole. And then some struggles to find the zone for starter Jared Fearing in that third inning. 4 walks, part of a 6-run inning for Blaine. John Ankerfeld, the second baseman, comes up. First pitch, rolled to short. Pooter to Schmidt, and there's 1 out.
Hey, you talk about a quick out. Kind of like the way that Blaine Ham Lake started this game, a couple of quick outs.
And this is, again, Blaine is halfway through their order for a third time after 3 innings. This is the first at bat for number 9 hitter Aaron Young. Looks at a pitch for a strike, 0-1.
Young hitting .400 on the season. Start out nice. This year for post .334.
Underneath a fastball, 0-2. Yeah, and again, it's all up and down the lineup. The guys have been making better contact and finding some holes. Yund will call time as call is shaking off the signs from Joe Beckman. 0-2 count. Beckman brings the high heat. Yund wisely lays off. 1-2. Goes to the curveball, and Yund caught looking for out number 2.
Nice pitch from Call there.
4th strikeout for Call, the first time through the order. Set it up with the high fastball, and then the curve that starts up high and just drops right through, and Yund frozen for out number 2. Back to the top of the order, Ian Wynn, a ground ball to third, as he tried to bunt his way on base and just pushed it a little too hard towards Charest.
Ian's the leading hitter for this squad at .680. His average is over 700 for some time.
Fastball up high, 1-1. Curveball broke very early and Wynn easily taking that one, 2-1. Ian going down to Lewis University in Texas, where he hopes to walk on and play some baseball. I think he's got a pretty good shot.
He's a good athlete.
And a great kid.
Yes.
Good leader. Just loves to play the game. 2-1. Fastball in for a strike, 2-2. This one chopped back up the middle. Racing it is Westland. He fields, throws. And a 1-2-3 inning for Call and Blaine. Ham Lake, they lead big as we go to the fourth on CTN.
I want to eat apples and bananas. I need to eat apples and bananas. Why can't I eat apples and bananas?
Support the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks to help provide meals to those in need. Join us at feedingamerica.org.
Jeff Foxworthy here. You know, if you've ever found yourself repeating the same thing for 75 years, you might be Smokey Bear.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Well, thing is, there's a lot more to say. Like if you've ever found yourself burning yard debris and then walking away, well, you might be starting a wildfire. So for the love of the outdoors, go to SmokeyBear.com to learn more about wildfire prevention.
Back at Wintercrest Park, it's a beautiful night. Not so beautiful ball game so far for the Coon Rapids squad.
No, they're having a tough
loving
one.
it.
Yeah,
Blaine,
absolutely.
Ham Lake, and as we talked about early on, just one win coming into the contest, so a good shot in the arm for this squad. Still a lot of baseball to be played this summer, but Ethan Pettis walked and scored as part of the 6-run third inning. Nick Bradley came on in relief in that third inning. Misses low, ball one. Curveball stays inside, 2-0.
Well,
so I know you're a huge fan of the pitch count.
Right.
Through 3 innings, A.J. Call has thrown 36 pitches. Through 3 innings, a combination of Fearing and Bradley, that one way up high, 3-0. Had thrown 74.
Yikes. That's a pretty big discrepancy.
More than double?
Mm-hmm.
I would say so. Coon Rapids just 2 base runners through 3 innings. Fastball clips the inside edge. Pettis thought he was on with a free base, but he will dig back in instead. That one fouled back to the screen, 3-2.
Well, the Rapids would definitely like a relatively quick inning here after that last inning.
There is a called third strike after falling behind 3-0. Bradley battles back with 3 straight for strikes. Gets his second strikeout so far this evening. That'll bring up Isaac Moyne. Moyne singled, walked, scored twice. Takes that one inside, 1-0. This one rolled to the left side, got underneath LeBrant, and Manders can't field it.
Yeah, LeBrant just didn't get his glove down. Took a little funny hop, I think, too.
Still got to go in the book as an E5,
Yeah.
I believe. Third error for Coon Rapids in the field. And Karnowski is not at the plate. We have a new hitter.
That would be Elliot Bush.
Of course it is. Fastball is there for a strike, 1-1. Check the runner. Moyne dives back safely.
Bush hitting 176 on the season.
Way up high, 2-1. Curveball outside, 3-1. This one hooking well foul and out of play down the right field line. A full count for Elliot Bush. Fastball in, called a strike. A big second out for Nick Bradley.
Be another new hitter at the plate, Damon Thomke.
Temke. Oh, I know Damon.
Do you?
Another former teammate of the catcher.
Former Little Leaguer.
Yep. Damon's been a very good athlete. I think both he and Karnowski will be seniors next year.
Sitting 235. Oh, they called a balk.
Oh, because I think he walked back up and then back off the mound. You can't do that.
Right.
So 1-0 to Temke. This one hit solidly through the right side. Moyne is going to be held at third, but a solid single for Temke, and the runners are at the corners with two away.
Well, Blaine Ham Lake looking to continue to add to that lead. Already 11-0.
Back to the top of the order for Joe Beckman. Double and a walk, couple of RBI. First pitch is a fastball at the knees, strike one. This one fouled off out of play, and Bradley way ahead, 0-2. Curveball just misses high, 1-2.
Again, the Rapids just trying to get out of the inning.
Blaine able to put up crooked numbers in each inning so far. 2, 3, and then 6 in that third inning. That one inside, 2-2. And a swinging strike 3, 3 strikeouts in the inning. A walk and a single for Blaine made it interesting, but they leave a couple stranded. But they're up 11-0 as we head to the bottom of the fourth inning.
What to expect when you're expecting
Like here.
a teenager.
Today, I'm going to show you how to team-proof your home. First step, hide the car keys. Preferably somewhere they would never look. Challenges will come up. Be ready for them. Hi, honey.
Ready for the... Mom, you don't use mannequins in the mannequin challenge.
You don't have to know it all to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Back at Wintercrest, a big lead for Blaine as we get ready for the bottom half of the fourth inning. They lead 11-0. Been assisted by a couple of Coon Rapids errors, but they've hit the ball well. Put a lot of barrels on a lot of balls. Also got a lot of base on balls. Sam Halverson will come to the plate. His first at bat as he replaces Jacob Powell in the order.
Sam hitting .370 on the season.
Not sure about the other substitutions. Karnowski, I know, is not out in right.
Well, Lucas Westland is at second still. They he gave me the wrong number originally, so Westland is 28.
Okay. So I'm wondering if Elliot Bush is out in right. So that's who replaced. 1-1, the count to Halverson. Call misses wide, 2-1. Fastball in, 3-1.
Oh, this is the inning I think the Rapids definitely need to get something going here. Trailing 11-0. Bottom of the fourth.
Well, Call has been efficient, and
he has.
His fielding has been strong as well, but 4 strikeouts first time through the order. Gave up just 1 hit and 1 walk. It's only 2 base runners for the Rapids so far. Make it 3 as Halverson earns the leadoff walk.
Well, that's what they need, get base runners. Try and climb back into this one.
Antonio Manos has the only hit so far this evening for Coon Rapids. Stole second, moved to third on a wild pitch, but the inning ended as he got backpicked by the catcher. Looks at a slow curveball inside, 1-0. Hits this one pretty well. Running back on it and making the catch is Elliot Bush. Halverson all the way at second. The cutoff got missed, and he's lucky.
He's so lucky
to get all the way back to first base.
It was a nice play in the field to run that ball down.
AJ, appeal that. He didn't touch second on the way back. Nice job, Bush. He's out. That's right.
He's out.
You can't cut through the middle of the infield.
He didn't touch second. He
so
just
he
cut through the
turned
middle.
second, and he did not go back and touch second on his way back. And that is disappointment that turns into a double play. It's another look at.
Yeah, he didn't. He definitely did not touch second base.
Now Jack Flassity standing in 1-1. Caught looking first time up. Fastball way up high. Down and away, 2-2. High fly to right field. Bush underneath it makes the catch. And despite a leadoff walk, only 3 men get to the plate for Coon Rapids. We go to the 5th. Blaine Ham Lake 11, Coon Rapids 0.
Yo, Scott.
Hey.
I'm heading out, man. You want to ride?
No, I got my car, but I actually really need to go to the bathroom.
Oh, you know what? I was just in there. The line is like 10 people long.
You know, I think I'll just...
Dude, are you okay?
You wouldn't believe what I was just thinking. I am definitely buzzed.
Yeah.
I think I will take this, and I will take that ride home.
Smart man.
Did you see how that dog was looking at me?
Honey, what I think you need is a socket wrench.
I played JV basketball.
I'm sorry. I don't think it looks right.
This is good, and it's all good, baby.
Is it really all good?
If you love me enough to routinely test your handyman skills, not to mention the strength of your marriage, then of course you'll visit nhtsa.gov/therightseat to make sure I'm in the right car seat.
I'm gonna call my dad.
Could be the final inning if Coon Rapids can't get on the board. They trail Blaine 11-0. And Blaine Ham Lake still gets another chance at the dish. See if they can add some more. 4th inning, the only one they did not score in. 2 in the first, 3 in the second, 6 in the third. Minneapolis math tells me that's 11. Eric Charest gets to the plate. He had a 2-run double last time up. First one to face Nick Bradley when he came on in relief. Bradley inherited bases loaded and 1-out situation in the third. Good curveball to start Charest out. 0-1. Goes right back to it, gets the call again. 0-2. Hard to lay off the curveball if he's throwing them for strikes.
Yes, it is.
Goes back to it, that one way down in the dirt. And that's the idea. See if he'll chase one. Even had he chased it, good block by Yandi, would have been able to throw him out at first. Goes back to it, that one well outside and away, 2-2. Another miss outside, a full count now to Charest. And Bradley in danger of losing the leadoff man after starting out 0-2. Fastball misses high, ball 4.
Yeah, the Rapids can ill afford to give up any additional runs here by putting that first runner on.
Well, and this is a guy, Adam Pooter, their shortstop, who has found his way on base all 3 times. Couple of hits, reached on an error, drove in a run. That one skips and goes to the backstop. Over to second is Charest. Fastball in for a strike, evens the count. Curveball in for a strike, 1-2.
A nice pitch, kept it low in the zone. Get ahead in the count.
Went down after that curveball, picked it up off the plate and fouled it. Fastball misses down and away, 2-2. Curveball hit solidly, but wide at third. We'll try again.
He likes that line. Just trying to sneak it in there. Trying to get something past LeBrant.
Fastball misses wide, and the count is full again. Two high pressure at bats for Bradley to start this 5th inning. And that one hit him. So 2 on, nobody out. First hit batter for Bradley, second for Coon Rapids. That'll bring up Lucas Westland. Westland reached on an error in the first. Couple of ground outs since. He's got 2 on, nobody out. And he takes the pitch inside, 1-0.
Bullpen is quiet for the Rapids.
This one foul and out of play down the right field line. Count is even, 1-1. Curveball grounded to the right side and will get through into the outfield. Manos charging will keep anybody from scoring, but they're all loaded up with nobody out.
Again, a tough situation for Bradley and the Rapids squad. Already trailing 11-0, and now bases juiced and nobody out, as you mentioned.
Preston Myers, a 2-run single in the first. Fly out to right and a strikeout in his last 2 appearances. Looks at the curveball that falls away outside, 1-0. This one hit well to center. Wynn stands, catches, throws. Runner was way off second, but it was cut off, so Pooter able to get back. Tagging and scoring is Charest to make it 12-0. Pooter was 3/4 of the way, and if that throw goes through, they probably get a double play instead of just the sack fly, but that's the way it goes. So Pooter still at second, Westland still at first. Ethan Pettis will get a chance. Fastball is inside.
Made him dance a little bit at the plate.
High fastball, and Pettis swings underneath, 1-1. That one fouled. Back to the backstop, 1-2. Pitch is low, 2-2. This one hit well to right or to left. Sam Halverson able to make the catch. The throw got away from Ankerfeld, but good backup by Vlacity. Make sure that Pooter doesn't have a chance to advance.
Yeah, ball hit on a rope, but Sam came over and made the catch.
Bring up Isaac Moyne. He's another guy that's reached base all 3 times. A single and a run scored in the second. A walk and a run scored in the third. Reached on an error and was left stranded at third in the fourth. Now with runners still at first and second, 2 away. The healthy 12-0 lead for his squad.
Well, healthy is correct.
Especially with the way that A.J. Call has pitched through 4. Allowing just 3 base runners. And he's only faced 1 over the minimum through 4 innings. Because 2 outs on the bases for Blaine. One 0 pitch, fouled back, 1-1.
Well, a run so far here in this top of the 5th, allowing the Blaine Ham Lake squad to increase their lead to 12-0.
Big sweeping curveball, not going to get the call that time, but that looked pretty.
I like the pitch.
It's gotten that pitch to break in the right spot several times and get the called strike, but instead he's down 2-1, and now up and in means 3-1, and in danger of loading the bases with 2 away. And down and away is ball 4. They're all loaded up for Elliott Bush.
Pressure on Bradley here just to get out of this inning.
Without any more damage done. Way upstairs, 1-0. Able to catch Bush looking for an out back in the 4th inning. This one hit well into short center. It will drop. Westland is waved home. He is going to get there in front of the throw, so a 2-run single for Elliott Bush, and it's 14-0 Blaine.
Yeah, it's a nice piece of hitting. To be able to get a couple of runs, a couple more runs across the plate.
And that'll give Damon Temke another chance, a single in his only at bat tonight. Curveball misses 1-0. Yeah, Aaron and Damon played T-ball together.
That's crazy.
So that's how far back those two go. Curveball in. And low ball 2. Way up high, 3-0. And in danger again of walking the bases full. 3 runs across on 2 hits in the inning. They got 2 more on, 2 out. The lead is 14. Bradley will find the zone there. Temke taking all the way on 3-0. Reaches out and hits one to center, but Wynn will be there to end the inning. But 3 more on the board. Coon Rapids needs 5 just to see a 6th inning. We'll see if they can do it after this on CTN.
Hey!
Okay. If you love me enough to tolerate my perfect little pets and all their glorious dander, then of course you'll visit nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure I'm in the right car seat.
Blaine sideline is all smiles. Not so much for the home squad. No. Started rough. Error in each of the first 2 innings. 2 unearned runs in the first, 2 unearned runs in the second. They were down 5-0 before the big 3rd inning when Blaine scored 6. They just added 3 more in the 5th. It's 14-0, and they finally dipped to their bullpen, although I don't think it was needed other than because of maybe excess rest in between innings for A.J. Call.
Adam Anderson taking the mound for Ham-Lake Blaine.
Ham-Lake Blaine has made it through the order 4 full times in 5 innings.
Crazy.
Coon Rapids is, well, not quite midway through a 2nd time through the order. A.J. Call was just 1 over the minimum through 4. That's pretty impressive.
You surprised they didn't leave him out there?
Well, again, we talk about the pitching depth. They probably have more to go later in the week. He only threw 49 pitches. He was relatively masterful. He was staked to a big lead early, which always helps. And you've got to give guys who maybe are deeper in that bullpen an opportunity in these types of positions just to see what they can do so you know what you have later in the ball game. I don't know what their pitching situation is, obviously, but 2 pitches way up high to Patrick Wright. He's had 2-0 on Anderson.
Well, yeah, and especially with a big lead like this, you know, they can afford to give up a few runs and still come away with the game in this inning.
Again, Coon Rapids would need 5 for it to go to a 6th inning. And that one's off the elbow of Wright. He'll get a free base to start it off.
Well, that's the way the Rapids team wants to start this game. Just get that first hitter up and get him on base.
Got to bring up Mark Manders. Strikeout first time up. And I would guess the Coon Rapids pitcher is going to be a little patient, but maybe not. This one's skied in the infield. Temke chases it into foul territory, makes the catch for out number 1. I was going to say, maybe, especially with the first few pitches by Anderson, maybe they would be a little bit more patient at the plate, make him throw some strikes. But good job tracking by Damon into foul territory, makes the catch, and that'll bring up Lucas LeBrant.
Yeah, Manders is getting underneath that pitch.
Fastball up and into LeBrant, 1-0. Hit the first pitch he saw back in the 2nd inning. That one called a strike at the knees, 1-1. And he hit it pretty well out to left field, but right at Isaac Moyne. 1-1 count. And this one's fouled back out of play, 1-2. Pitch down and away, but LeBrant not tempted, 2-2. Up high and a full count. Anderson really not wasting a lot of time between pitches. He's just up there dealing. Not too concerned about the runner, Patrick Wright, at first. LeBrant fouls it to the backstop, 3-2. It will remain.
Yeah, he's just matter of fact, he's touching the rubber and throwing the ball. It's not taking a lot of time.
That one's outside, ball 4. So 2 on with 1 out. That'll bring up second baseman John Ankerfull. Pitch is down low, 1-0. And Anderson really having a tough time finding the zone early. And now maybe taking a little more time between pitches because of that. This one high down the right field line. It's going to get over Temke and just foul.
Ooh, that was fortunate for.
It was only about 8 inches foul.
I thought that was going to find the fair side of the green.
Just a long strike instead, and it's 1-1. Yeah, those can be dangerous ones.
Yeah.
A little bloop down the line. Doesn't have to be that hard. It just has to be where they are not. Ankerfeld backed away, but called a strike on the inside edge, 1-2. Throw down from Beckman. His right slides in safely at second. Fouled back. Ankerfeld stays alive at 1-2.
I think he shook his head a little bit to think that maybe that was a little high, and he's offered at it.
It was, but
Yeah.
at least he got a piece.
He did get a piece.
But that would have been 2-2.
Yeah.
That one's curving, so you don't know if that might drop in. But again, at least getting a piece.
Got a piece of the our umpire's helmet.
A lot of piece.
Yeah.
I think that's why Beckman walked out to talk to Anderson, give our home plate official a couple of minutes to clear his head.
Clear those cobwebs away.
And now 1-2 again to Ankerfeld with 2 on and 1 out. High down the line to left this time into foul territory. Long run and out of the reach of Eric Charest. And just another long strike from John Ankerfeld. Big sweeping curve and inside the Bengal, or Blaineham Lake rather. Dugout thought that was going to ring him up, but not so quick. It'll be 2-2. Fastball just outside and a full count now.
And now he's in danger of loading him up.
Coon Rapids would definitely like to get the goose egg off the board if possible. That one up high, it's ball 4. And the bases are loaded with 1 out. And Aaron Young steps to the plate. And they're going to talk to Anderson before that happens.
Yeah, big spot for number 1 here. See if he can get a base knock, bring a run home.
Really, they'd even take the sac fly.
They would
at this point, although they love him to get on base. Just anything to get the 0 off the board. But again, they need 5 in order to get to a 6th inning. So if he can drive one in and get himself on base, that much better. I do not think they will try this the squeeze play here.
I think you're correct.
Although they did it successfully with Patrick Wright at third and Yund at the plate back against Spring Lake Park a few weeks ago. Took me by surprise. But not quite the same situation when you're trailing by 14 in the bottom of the 5th inning.
Yeah, it's a
and it wouldn't have been a force at the plate. So. First pitch is low, 1-0. And again, you know, Ankerfeld fouled off 3 2-strike pitches, worked for that walk, but it's been an adventure for Adam Anderson so far to find the zone. So patience is a virtue for the Cardinals. That one's going to be called a strike at the letters, 1-1. Looked a little tall, but
I thought so too.
I'm a little biased too.
I'm as
that
well.
One's outside, 2-1.
Did look high.
Fouled off, out of play, 2-2. Infield is playing midway, not really in, but you know they'd like to protect the plate. And get out of it, and Young got hit, and he'll get himself an RBI with the hit by pitch. He did everything possible to get out of the pitch, out of the way that the pitch was behind him.
Just clipped him.
But it clipped the back of his legs, and he's on base. Wright comes home, and Coon Rapids is on the board.
A big spot for a good hitter right here, and Ian Wynn.
And he becomes that run that he needs to get all the way around, plus the 3 guys on base in order for us to go to the 6th inning. Fouls it back, out of play, 0-1. Outside, 1-1. Down and in, 2-1. Two walks, 2 hit batters in the inning for Anderson, and now behind in the count to win 2-1. Only out recorded, the pop up by Mark Manders.
Yeah, Anderson just not having a day here, finding his control, finding his zone here. He's had a tough one.
3-1 pitch. Hit well down the line, but will hook well foul and out of play. Would have been close to home run distance.
Yeah, he jumped on it.
But well foul. And the count is full. Foul back, out of play. Try again with a full count. Adam Anderson kicks and delivers. Wynn drives it to center field. Going back is Myers. He's there for the catch. LeBrant was 3/4 of the way home, so he'll go back. And that was wasted out.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. I mean, he hit the ball pretty hard, but right to center field. And
but you've got to know better.
Yeah, you've got to
than to be halfway home.
Absolutely.
Should have been a sacrifice fly. Instead, it's just out number 2. Bases stay loaded for Sam Halverson. Cardinals down to their last out. Rapids down to their last out. Down low, 1-0. Foul back, out of play. 1-1. Halverson walked at his only at bat. And a similar base running gaff running all the way around second and then failing to re-tag second as he hustled back to first when the ball was caught. Up high, 2-1. And barring a miracle, this will be one of those games the Coon Rapids squad will look back and
just want to forget.
Want to forget.
Absolutely.
3-1. Halverson pops it up straight behind home plate. An opportunity for Beckman. He squeezes it, and this game is over.
Yeah, tough one for the Rapids. They've been behind from the beginning and just not able to come back. And they're, as you mentioned, they're going to forget about this one and just move on to tomorrow night.
Well, a couple of errors early got him in a big hole, then some walks and a big inning for the Bengals in the third. But they never got the bats really going and never got to A.J. Call. A.J. Call threw a great game through 3 innings, gave up just or through four innings rather. Gave up allowed just 3 base runners. Got 2 of them off, ended up getting 2 of them off base. And so really faced only 1 above the minimum, 1 hit and 2 walks. It's a nice afternoon for him and a much needed win for the Blaine Ham Lake squad, as we talked about, just 1 win coming in.
Yeah, and a tough one for the Rapid squad. That's going to drop them to 5-6 on the season.
And they'll have to forget about it and reset. But that's going to do it for this edition of CTN Sports. Again, the final score, Blaine 14, Coon Rapids 1. We want to thank everybody out there for joining us and continuing to support everything we do here at CTN. For the entire crew, including Howie Shapiro, I'm Joe Young saying goodnight.